What's going on, guys? Cook here, bringing you another Monster Hunter World video, and in this video we'll be taking a look at my Devil's Mouth Hunting Horn build. So first of all, take a look at this thing. You literally have Deviljho's face as a hunting horn. Pretty wicked. I'm super into it. So let's just take a look here. I have a couple of things that maybe you might not know when it comes to the hunting horn. If you're a good, or not a good, or rather an adept hunting horn user, you'll probably know this already. But when you hit circle, you can, on the backswing, put in a free note there, which will add that to the queue. Another thing to be aware of is you can chain songs together. So our defense song there ended in triangle. So if we just hit triangle again, it'll queue up the self-improvement song right after that as well. So taking a look here now, let's see what happens when we buff ourselves. So our attack originally was at 1084. Let's play our self-improvement song here. And that boosts us all the way up to 1247. Pretty impressive. I was not expecting them to give, the hunting horns this big of a buff, because, that whole thing didn't exist a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, taking a look at our defense here, we were at 455, and with the buff, we are all the way up to 540. So 85 points of defense there. That is also insane. And that gets applied to everybody on your team. Now playing our attack up large / extra large here, we went from 1247 to 1462, which is another huge buff. Like going from 1084 to 1462 is nuts. Now, if you eat your demon drug there, your mega demon drug, it boosts you up to almost 1500. I don't have any more might seeds or demon powder, but that'll boost you close to 1700. And with the food buff on top of that, you will be laughing all the way to the monster destruction bank, if there were such a thing. So yeah, the build does crazy damage. It's more focused on damage than the other one. You can obviously buff your team still and all that great stuff, but you're doing some crazy damage with this one as well. So let's just play our last song here, which is the Health Boost Large. Now, the nice thing about this one is it boosts your health gauge, obviously, but you can eat for whatever you want. So, you can eat for attack up large, defense up large, whatever the case may be, and not have to worry about how much health it gives you or using a max potion or anything like that. So it gives you a little bit of flexibility there, which I think is very nice and useful. So we have our Deep Vero, which is the Deviljho hunting horn. So it comes with negative affinity, some dragon attack, and high elder seal. Pretty good. We have our trusty handicraft charm level 3. Then we have our Rathalos Helm Beta, giving us 2 points into attack boost, and then a level 1 jump slot. Then we have our Rathalos Male Beta, giving us 2 points into weakness exploit and another level 1 jump slot. Our Kaiser Vambrace's Beta, giving us another point into weakness exploit and a level 2 jump slot. Next we have our Near Gigante Coil Beta, giving us 2 points into attack boost and a level 2 jump slot. And lastly, our Near Gigante Greaves Beta, giving us maximum might and a level 2 jump slot. Now, for the tools, I would recommend running the Rocksteady Mantle so you don't get interrupted when you're playing your song. And then here, I would probably run an Affinity Booster, just because the Affinity or the crit on this build isn't that high. But yeah, so let's take a look at the decorations. We have 2 attack jewels here. If you don't have those, you could swap them out for Dragon Jewels or for Expert Jewels. Then we have a Maximum Might Jewel, level 2, giving us another point into Maximum Might. And then we have 2 Critical Jewels. Now, if you don't have those 2 critical jewels, something that you could do, you could definitely swap one of them out for maximum might, but we'll take a look at that in a second here. So bringing it all together, we have, a good bar of white sharpness, plus 5 affinity, which turns to 55 with the weakness exploit, and then we have Rathalos Mastery, so that just boosts our elemental damage when we crit. So it might be a good idea to put on those Dragon Jewels. We have Attack Boost level 6. We have Weakness Exploit level 3. Handicraft level 3. Critical Boost level 2. And Maximum Might level 2. So Yeah, like I had mentioned before, it's definitely possible to swap a couple things around here. If you wanted, you could definitely put in 2 Dragon Jewels there, and then you could switch this Critical Jewel for a Mighty Jewel, boosting our crit by a little bit more. And that way you'd be at 65% chance to crit. And if you didn't have Dragon Jewels or Attack Jewels, you could put in Expert Jewels, and then be at 71% chance to crit. Still be doing good damage. But yeah, that is the build there. So I wanted to prove, that you could kind of just do it yourself. Like, you don't have to have someone to buff to be buffing, right? Because you're there. Buff yourself, get it done yourself. So I decided to go after a Tempered Teostra with the Hunting Horn, and it went pretty well. I was surprised that I was able to kick his ass on the first try, since I'm so horribly terrible at this game. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. This has been Cooked, and I'll see you all in the next tasty episode.